I was a safe, where would I hide? Well, I guess I wouldn't hide because I wouldn't be sentient, would I? But I guess I would just be. So, where would I be then?
Ooh.
Blazkowicz, go through every nook and cranny. We're not leaving here without that folder. Blast it. I found the safe, but the bloody folder is gone.
Alright, well,
It's just not there.
found a helmet. Note from Research Assistant Lang. Helga is in a meeting with the Führer the whole week. Got to shake his hand. Seemed like a very pleasant man, but his hands were clammy and cold. Oh, is it a zombie? Zombie Hitler? There was a faint, unpleasant odor too. Helga assigned me to lead the research team while she was preoccupied with our visitor. Discoveries of note: an ancient construction sketch lodged in between two wooden panels. Seemed to have been used during the building of this castle. Castle was commissioned by King Otto to be grandiose, impressive, terrifying to his enemies. Must have been quite the sight back then. A marvelous technical achievement by any standards. What piqued my interest was when I looked at the sketches and saw several spaces I could find no entrance to. Maybe some kind of hidden opening device. We'll report this to Helga immediately when she is not otherwise engaged. Could it be the lost treasures of King Otto? Lang. Wait a minute.
Or a radio down there. Use it to contact Kessler. Tell him we can't find the folder. Make it snappy, Blazkowicz. I'll stay on the lookout.
I'm not snapping anything. So, is the castle meant to be historic? Because it doesn't look historic from an architectural point of view. I guess mostly it's oh man, got a lot of stuff in here. I guess mostly it's the size of it.
Contact Kessler, Blazkowicz. No time to bloody waste.
No, dude, I've got plenty of time to waste. Let me just come down here and look at all this loot. How is there no time to waste?
There is a radio on your floor. Use it to contact Kessler. We need to figure out a new plan. Hurry up, BJ.
Are you high? Look at all this loot. Don't tell me to not look at this loot. Alright. It's been put here for a reason, and the reason is for us to pick it up. What is... Note from Research Assistant Winkler. Research Assistant Ernst Ziegler was burned to death today when performing an experiment on Object 12-1 from the Wolfberg dig. A small explosion occurred when Herr Ziegler tried to operate the object. His torso caught fire and the fire spread to his head. Oh, well, that sucks. We tried to put the fire out, but eventually he succumbed to the flames. I am now forced to write a letter to his wife. Need to come up with a good explanation. 12-1 is a very large, crude-looking device which holds a series of optical lenses, an incinerator with traces of magnesium, and other as of yet unidentified components. Oh, it's a laser. It's a laser gun. We have dated the device to circa 964 AD. It's likely to have been intended as a stationary weapon for larger battles, and certain if it ever was deployed in battle, or if a version was ever developed which functioned without engulfing its user in flames. I wonder, could this device be what Albert Einstein proposed as a laser in his paper on the quantum theory of radiation? If so, we might be on the verge of the greatest scientific discovery of the decade. Once safety procedures have been improved, the experiments will continue. Gottfried Winkler. Well, Einstein was a Jew. That seems odd that the Nazis would appreciate the discoveries of a Jewish scientist who Hitler would have hated. So if you know your history, Einstein was basically chased away from Germany. Oh, look. By the Nazis. The Nazis went and ransacked his house. So Einstein was touring the world, giving lectures on relativity, and the Nazis, while he was away from Germany, the Nazis ransacked his house, and Einstein wasn't there at the time, and he just applied for asylum, and then he never went back to Germany because the Nazis were trying to kill him. So that's how Einstein came to not work for Hitler and instead work for the Allies. So that's a little bit strange that they would say, oh, maybe this is what Einstein was talking about. Einstein was a smart man who understood stuff. So the Nazis wouldn't have been willing to to admit that Einstein was a genius. Alright, well we've got maximum armor. I don't know why the game... Whoa, what happened there? The game didn't crash, it just minimized on the screen for some reason. Alright, back to this. Okay, so we picked up all the loot, right? It seems like there's gonna be a battle in here somewhere because there's a lot of armor lying around. Let me do this. Hi.
Pathfinder calling Landseer. Come in, Landseer. Over.
This is Landseer speaking. Over.
Landseer, we can't find Lucy's present. Over.
Pathfinder, I have new information regarding Lucy's present. Rendezvous with me as soon as you can. We will discuss further. Over.
Roger. Pathfinder out.
What? Oh, my computer's doing something in the background.
Shit!
Bloody hell! Hold them off, Blazkowicz! I'll find us an escape route! Remember, nothing good left in the world! Shoot those Nazis, Blazkowicz!
Working on it!
Alright. Nope, no grenades. The crouch button. The crouch button has been put on C. Oh no, let me just run away with that grenade. And I'm really not used to the crouch button being on C. Also, is the mouse sensitivity too high? I need to adjust my controls. It's pretty exciting, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the mouse is at the wrong speed for what I'm used to. Wow, there's a lot of enemies.
How's that exit coming along, Wesley?
Let me come over here, pick up this armor. And think about what I want to do. They are all dead, right? Oh, it's a shotgun in here. Wait, someone's still shooting at me. Before we go any further, let me go options, controls. I should have done this earlier, my bad. Key bindings and where's the crouch? Actually, before I do this, is the control button? No. Okay, we're gonna switch the crouch to control. Great. And then let me just check the mouse sensitivity. Well, no, it should be fine. No, the mouse sensitivity should be fine. Who is... Oh, there's a guy up there, alright. There. Done.
What a bloody cock-up, eh, BJ?
And we still have a chance. Kessler knows something.
Well, it's worth bloody note if we don't get out of this place. Look, I found a way out. Come here, I'll help you up.
There's a... Did he drop a sniper rifle?
We're meeting
Hold on.
Kessler in the village tavern.
Roger that.
Meeting Kessler in the village tavern. So we're going back out of the castle, are we? Oh, wait a minute. Is that Helga? I think it is. Interesting. Hey, look at that. What is this? Someone's shoulders, but wings? Are those wings on a person? Super interesting. Oh man, tall scout. Hey, this is really interesting stuff.
Here, use this exit.
No, wait a minute.
Go,
Let me.
Blazkowicz. Use this exit.
Wait a minute. Let me. Okay, Helga's diary, entry number 1. Leg has kept me up the last couple of nights. Terrible itching. Fortunate side effects. Time to think and study. I think I understand more about who my ancestor King Otto was. His ambition and dreams. The righteous fire that burned within him. Almost I would dare say divine in nature. He was destined to be the Holy Roman Emperor. What is my destiny? Or rephrase, can my destiny be controlled? Yesterday we found King Otto's secret study chamber thanks to my research assistant. Valuable things hidden inside, research papers, alchemical texts, maps, reminded briefly, painfully, of when I found my father hanging from the ceiling in his study at the old estate. How cold its great hall seemed after, as if it died with him. Should not dwell on these things, concentrate on the research, we'll go for refreshments despite the late hour. Alright, so Helga's ancestor is King Otto. Why is this bookshelf?
Get inside.
No, dude! Alright, Helga's letter. The Reich has not yet conquered Russia or Scandinavia. But they have taken Turkey though. Oh, interesting. They haven't conquered Greece either. So this is... They have taken England and Scotland and Ireland. This doesn't seem consistent with the other timeline. They're attacking Scandinavia there. So interesting.
No turning back now, BJ. Keep moving.
More skulls. Alright, let me just look at this. Helga's diary entry 2 September. Read so much about Wolfberg now. I worry my eyes will begin to bleed. This damnable fascinating city is something important here, I can feel it. Certainly seemed important to my ancestor King Otto, concluded so far. King Otto found parchments in fragments, the Istanbul encounter. Parchments imparted him powerful knowledge, see notes of Sigbold the scholar. Constructed something in Wolfberg used in warfare against the Magyars. War machine helped his claim to power and the forming of the Holy Roman Empire. However, whatever he constructed seemed it was lost in the fire that razed the town to the ground. Most people would probably stop there, but I have this hunger in me to know more. I blame you, Father, for this. I will keep banging my head into this until either it kills me or I break through to the other side. Tonight's wine, a refreshing Rheingau. Very good with cheese and sausage. Alright. So there's a secret weapon under the village. Oh, that's cool, look at that. That Helga's trying to dig up. Probably like a doomsday weapon. That's vaguely Egyptian. Diplomas. Pictures. Bunch of Nazis digging up Egyptian archaeological sites. Alright. There's also... How do I get to my inventory? Knife, gun... Don't I have like a... J for journal, a letter. Castle Wolfenstein, Paderborn, 1/2/1946. No, don't do that. What do you do? My dear Reinhold, I have a secret to share, a secret concerning ancient kings and arcane knowledge. But first, you know how to write a letter that warms a woman's heart, my dear Reinhold. And thank you so much for the wine. It was delicious. I hope you know how much I enjoy and value our continued correspondence, even though we are no longer lovers. Perhaps it was for the best, our separation, because I have witnessed sides of you that of you now that I had never seen during any of our years before. Perhaps you are unable to open up your heart to women that you are romantically involved with. Anyway, I'm currently drowning in work, and it seems I will be so for most of this year. I feel like an absolute bore, but I must decline your invitation to visit your estate in Florence. As soon as my calendar clears up, I'll contact you, I promise. About the secret, big things are afoot here at Castle Wolfenstein. Do you remember that I confided in the last letter I sent you about finding King Otto's secret study chamber here in the castle? Well, I found the king's very own diary. I have it translated, and my God, Reinhold, it is such a fascinating read. I knew a lot about King Otto before, of course, seeing that I am a direct descendant to him. But I did not know that he had such a fervent interest in the occult sciences, like me. It seems it runs in the family. This fascination seems to have developed after the death of his wife, A. Egdiv. Edgiv. It must have been a great loss to him. Of course, these personal details mean little to me, but what intrigued me, dear Reinhold, is what the king wrote about some parchments which came into his possession during an incident in Istanbul. These parchments seem to have been mostly related to advanced alchemical research. Even more fascinating, the king began to create war machines, which he used to expand his empire. You can understand this sparked my curiosity. That's why I decided to start an investigation into what treasures of his could still be buried in this part of the country. I have recently launched an expedition to the nearby city of Wolfsburg, and I'm currently making preparations to go there myself and oversee the operation. Anyway, hope to see you soon. Love, Helga. Concept art and characters. Agent 1, BJ Undercover, Marksman. Alright, cool. So, the Wolfenstein series, if you know, dealt with the occult. So there's kind of like, apparently there's supernatural origins to Hitler's powers, or Hitler's abilities to conquer the world. Oh, this is interesting. And but this wasn't really in the last game as much. Actually, can I unlock anything? Overcharge your health to reach 200. Kills using stealth takedowns. Pipe head explosions. Pistol kills. Collect helmets. And that's a shotgun. Silent commander kills 20. Kill enemies with the last bullet of a clip. That seems... we might have to like deliberately do this. I might not do any of this stuff. Dual wield kills. I mean, this might be useful. Kill 3 enemies with 1 grenade. Oh, really? 180? Kills from cover allows you to 180 and auto aim the nearest enemy. Alright. Can carry a heavy machine gun in inventory. Oh, that's pretty good. So do you think I can gather... Do you think I can overcharge my health to 200 in this map? So where's the health, right? That's just ammo. Let me just collect the helmets, because we need those for a thing. There's bullets in there as well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we should be able to overcharge our health to 200 quite easily. Let me just do that. Do that. Alright, done. So that's pretty good. Alright, so overcharge at 250? Hold on, let me try and get that. And then this one, kill 5 enemies in a row while overcharged. That's probably less easy. Alright, good. So we got a couple of perks. Alright, let's get out of here. I won't deliberately go for the perks, but maybe in my own time I'll do that. Alright, let's get out of here. That's not good. Ah, my face. Oh, Bethesda software. So, this is bad. So I guess we need to escape from Castle Wolfenstein again. Seems to be a recurring theme in this series of games. The blood is a bad sign. Oh snap! This is madness. Rudy Jaeger and the Den of Wolves. Chapter 1 Prison. This is a bad situation that we have found ourselves in. Still alive though. BJ seems to stay alive quite a lot.
God damn it, Blazkowicz. You done messed up now.
Alright, so I'm gonna take a break here.
Blazkowicz, you awake in there?
No, probably not. Alright, when we come back, we start our prison break out of Wolfenstein
BJ,
Castle.
answer me.
Nah, dude, I'll see you later.